Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Yeah, boys on the road. Let's get it started. You can follow me on Instagram at the Jesus Show NTO, Facebook the Jesus Show, not that one, TikTok at the Jesus Show, not that one, YouTube type in the Jesus Show, not that one, and email me your questions, comments, and concerns. The Jesus Show NTO at gmail.com. All right. I am currently in Wichita, Kansas. And I'm going to do this one pretty quick because it's hot in the room. I had to turn off the AC, but I think the person next to me, their AC is running, and I hear a humming in the background. I put my noise gate on, so you guys shouldn't be able to hear it, but I hear it and it's annoying me. So this one's going to be a Jesusito episode. Um, the last time I was here in Wichita was about 2 years ago. And I want to say it was earlier in the year. It wasn't, I think it was just before the summer. Because I remember walking around. I went to a baseball game here. There's a AA baseball team in town. We went to the game, and it was, I want to say it was maybe in the 80s, 85. Walking around, I was sweating, but I wasn't pouring sweat. I woke up this morning and, oh, that's right. That's what I was going to tell you guys. I woke up this morning and from my hotel, normally before I get somewhere, I like to look up the hotel and then I look up what's around the area. Food. There's a grocery store. If there's, Walgreens, CVS, things of that nature. Places that I may need to or want to go to. Right? So I looked this place up when I first got here again 2 years ago. Well, the one and only time before this one. And I saw pictures of the gym, right? Am I on? I'm trying to think of why I started talking about this. It just hit me, and I was like, why am I talking about this? But whatever. You guys know how the show works. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. Anyways, the first time I came, I looked at the gym the night I got here. I looked at the gym, and I was like, this gym sucks. So I put in gym on my map. And I don't think anything came up really. I want to say I asked the front desk and they said the ice rink over here, they have a gym. So I said, "Oh, okay, cool." So I called them and they said, "Yeah, we have a full functioning gym upstairs." And the day pass is like $20. Well, I go over, start talking to the guy, and he goes, "I'll give it to you for $10." So my plan for this time was to go over there. Well, I called and somebody goes, "Oh no, the gym's not there anymore." And I went, "Huh?" They said, "No, it's just an ice rink now." I said, "Oh, so no gym?" They said, "No." I went, "Cool." So this morning started off disappointing for myself because I was like, damn it, I really liked that gym. And when a hotel gym sucks, it irritates me already because, I like to work out. And the gym doesn't have to be fantastic, but when a gym only has 30-pound weights as its heaviest dumbbells, I'm like, all right, I guess I have to get creative. And then when they only have 2 treadmills in there, you're like, and what kind of workout is that? I don't know. It fucking irritates me. But it also makes me think of things. Well, it also makes me have to use my brain. So I call, no gym, whatever. I'll figure it out. Then I woke up and I coughed up some phlegm. I went, oh, maybe I need some cough drops. I don't know where my brain's at right now. So I thought, okay. So I looked up a Walgreens, and it was 30 minutes away, walking. I was like, that's fine. I have all day. So I go downstairs. Oh, but see, here's the thing about this hotel. You get free breakfast and free dinner. And at dinner, they give you like 7 drinks. Beer, wine, mixed drinks, pre-made mixed drinks. I think they do like a whiskey Coke, but they put it in like this big jar and you just take it out of there. So it could or could not be strong. I don't know. I didn't try any of that. But there's free breakfast, free dinner, and with dinner, there's free drinks. So it's like, okay. The breakfast and the dinner isn't great, but it's free. Fuck it, whatever. So I start walking, and I left the hotel at 9 a.m. 10 minutes into the walk, it's already like 95 degrees out, and I'm just sweating, and it's just coming down. I'm like, oh my God. And I see people around the courthouse over here on this side. I see people with suits and ties, and ladies with pants, guys with, pants, long sleeve shirts. I was like, what the fuck? And they're just, it looks like they're just walking around, because let's say I was walking at an area for like 10 minutes and they were in front of me as well. And they just, la, 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 la. And I'm thinking, go inside? What are you doing? Like, go get some AC. That I've never understood. I was in a t-shirt. I wasn't even in this t-shirt. I was in my Nike workout t-shirt, which is like paper thin. And then my shorts. And I was just drenched. Like, what the fuck are these people doing? So I make the trek to CVS. And it says CVS or Walgreens Pharmacy. But it's like one of those I've never seen before. It was specifically just the pharmacy. So you walk in just to get your prescriptions. And there's a couple other medicines and stuff. Nothing else is in there. It's not your regular Walgreens. And I went, what the fuck? So then immediately I was pissed. Because I walked 30 minutes to get to the place just to find out that it wasn't a regular Walgreens. But when I looked up on the map, it looks like a regular Walgreens. And I was like, well, fuck it. I want to get a couple things. So there's a gas station, like an Argo. I don't know. It's like Quick Tip or something. I can't remember what it's called. But they have them all over Wichita. But the one closest to me by then was 40 minutes away, because I had to come back the 30 minutes and then it's another 10 minutes the opposite direction. So I was like, God damn it. The downfall is I didn't get to go to Walgreens like I wanted to. The upside is I burned 753 calories and I walked around for 2 hours and 15 minutes. So, I mean, it was good. Because it was when I started the walk, so 30 minutes. And then 40 minutes. And then when I was coming back, it was 15 minutes. But I had stopped. There's a little downtown, like old time downtown that way. There's a couple shops that I stopped in. So I mean, it didn't just take me a quick 10 minutes, back. And actually, I think it took me like 30, 40 minutes coming back. So it was kind of good because I was like, oh, okay, well, at least I, burned more calories. But it just sucked. And then I ended up going to the gym here at the hotel. And then I was like, oh, why don't I do this? And oh, why don't I do, and why don't I, oh. So the flip side was it made me not only train my body, but my brain. So, yeah. I got back to my room a little bit ago, maybe 30 minutes before I started recording this. And I was trying to make it to the room quickly so that I could watch Cincinnati versus Miami for the semifinals for the U.S. Open Cup. So I get into my room, I get back, and I was like, okay, I'm going to put the game on. I'm going to have it just off camera so I can give you guys updates, real-time update. Mostly because I thought, oh, I can watch Messi playing against Cincinnati. And then I go to Apple TV to try to watch it, and it says, you can't watch it on Apple TV. I thought, God damn it. But I think it's because it's the U.S. Open Cup, and it's not Leagues Cup and or the regular league. So, but right now it's the 44th minute, and Cincinnati is up 1-0 with a goal in the 18th minute from Lucio Acosta. So we'll see what happens. And I believe Cincinnati is playing at home. Yep, they're in Cincinnati. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm assuming Miami's going to win, but also can you? I don't know. No, I don't see Miami winning every single game with Messi. And I think when that day comes, when that game comes where they do lose, I mean, it could be this one. If they lose the Open Cup, whatever, fuck it. Focus on, the MLS regular season. You guys already, won the Leagues Cup. But I believe when they do lose a game, I think the soccer correspondent people are gonna, I don't know, some are gonna freak out like, oh, well, even Messi can't. Which brings me to the point I wanted to talk to you guys about. Going into the Leagues Cup final versus Nashville, in Nashville, some of these soccer correspondents were talking about how, like, well, Messi was talking about, because I believe Messi had his first press conference, I think a couple days before the Leagues Cup final. I don't know exactly what he spoke about because I didn't watch the press conference. I don't watch press conferences like that because they don't interest me. I don't want to hear. That's gonna sound terrible. But maybe not. I don't know. I know Messi is a human being. He's a human being. Outside of soccer, he's just another person. In the soccer world, he is the greatest of all time. He's a legend. He's a living legend. He's the greatest. I mean, there's not enough I can say about him. But outside of soccer, I'm sure he doesn't want to always be treated the way he is. People fawning over him and yelling and screaming his name and pulling him this way and that way. So I think in that respect, he would like maybe some sort of normal life. But obviously he can't have it because, he's Messi and everybody loves him. But when it comes to press conferences, like, I don't, like, okay, I might listen to clips, but I won't watch the whole thing. But I guess in there he said, yeah, I want to still win. And some of these soccer correspondents seemed very surprised, like, oh, well, Messi, he's won a World Cup, he's won Champions League, he's won the, this league, that league. Oh, and he wants more. I'm thinking, well, yeah, what did you think he was gonna come to MLS and just be like, whatever? I mean, I'll get paid. But when these people are like, oh, like listening to him talk and listening to him keep wanting to win, it's so great. He's the greatest of all time. He's gonna continue to be the greatest of all time. The reason why we all love him and root for him and want him to win is because he has the desire to win. When he was in Spain, when he was in France, when he plays for the Argentina national team, and then now that he's in MLS, he wants to win. These athletes that play professional sports, most of them, for the most part, want to win and want to keep winning. I think it's stupid when they're like, oh, that was so odd to hear him say that he wants to continue to. He's 36, but he wants to continue winning. Yeah, no shit, motherfuckers. Why do you think Jordan was as great as he was? Because even though he won 3 championships, he wanted to keep winning, and then he won a fourth, and then he won a fifth, then he won a fifth, and then he won a sixth. If he could, he probably would have tried for a seventh, and an eighth, and a ninth, and a 10th. Just like Tom Brady. He won his first one, and then he won another one, and then the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh one. What, I think seventh one at 42? Oh my God, these guys, they still want to compete. Yeah, motherfucker, why do you think they keep playing? If they don't want to or can't, maybe they'd retire. And I believe sports is different from TV and film. What I mean by that is, I believe athletes get to a point where they physically cannot compete anymore, or they may not have the drive. It may be because of injuries. There's a list of things where they go, oh, fuck, I have to hang it up. And God forbid these athletes get to this point, and even if they want to continue, maybe teams go, well, none of us are going to pick that person up. They're not worth the risk, or they haven't done anything in the last couple of years, so we're not going to pay them any kind of money. And then those athletes are forced to retire. So I think that's even worse, because it's not like an athlete goes, well, I've done my time. At that point is, oh shit, nobody wants me. Like, I guess I have to retire. On the flip side, TV and movies, I'm not going to name them, but there's at least a handful of actors that I've heard stories of. I've been in a room, people have said stuff. Oh, you know this person? Oh, I was working on, and then this person. It pretty much comes down to they're not a good person, and they're really bad at their job, especially at the age that they're at. But they keep on getting work because of their past credits. When they were younger, they had, hit films, hit TV shows. And we all know Hollywood likes to keep those people around because they're a name. They're a name that they can put into a show, and hopefully when they put them into that show, it attracts eyeballs. It attracts people to either go watch it at the movie theater or watch it on TV. So those people don't necessarily have to retire, because they can continue to be a shitty person and a shitty actor and just collect a check. Because they're, and it's not just like, what's my line? Let me say that, boom. I hope I'm making sense. But what I'm trying to say is, Yeah, Messi's going to continue to compete. He's going to continue to win trophies. And I think his goal, this is my personal opinion, I think his goal is to win an MLS Cup in MLS. And I believe if we don't see that this year, I think it's going to happen next year. That was a wink to you guys. I went. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to leave you guys with. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Remember to tell everybody you know to listen to The Jesus Show, not that one. Remember, rate, like, share, and subscribe. Last week, or I guess the week before, my last episode, I was like, oh, wait, there was something else. And I got stuck on the 3 and then I couldn't find the 4th one. But it's rate, like, share, and subscribe to the show. All right, guys. I'll see you next week.